got my juice. I got my juice, baby.
Hey, sponsorship.
Right here, the first one. The lip juicer.
If your lips are anything like Q's, you need this.
Bro, what you talking about? I already put. Don't do me.
It's already done. He already did you.
Already did it. See,
Pause.
that's what I'm talking about.
No Diddy. Pause. No Diddy.
Yo, man, we got.
Ain't nobody talking about Diddy, man.
Pause. No Diddy, bro. Pause.
We gotta leave him alone, bro, until he is found guilty, bro, in the court of law.
He sold all his shares of Revolt.
He been doing that, didn't he? I thought he already did that.
I mean, they said that he liquidated today, and now the wording of, I guess, the mission statement of Revolt, that they're deeply Black cultured. Like, it's like, what is deeply Black cultured? Like, what is that means it's owned by a white dude. No, only white people say it's deeply Black culture. Like
what is it? Tubi, where all they owned by Fox. So.
Oh, really? So they probably be using that to like steal shows, huh?
So let me tell you, the guy that owns Tubi owns Fox. He did the same thing for Fox that he's doing with Tubi. He took all the Black shows to Fox to build Fox a powerhouse network. And when he did it, he dumped them. He's doing the same thing with Tubi, bringing all the Black movies and building a source, man. Same dude, same concept.
Oh, I'm trying to see if
different generation.
Hold on, wait.
Preach, you got some old school candy over there. What you got?
Look here, man. Let me tell you.
Hey, let me find out you got a bag of jelly beans. All right.
Hey, these are the ones you do like this, but you got to shake them.
Hit it with the shake.
It ain't good unless you shake it, man. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, my wife got this one this dude she be watching, man, and he'd be doing this the things Black people do. And he had everything he had before he drunk. He had a bottle of water, he shook it before he drunk it. You know what I mean? Like
everything.
He had to irrigate it. You know what I'm saying? Let the air flow.
Let me see if I can move Preach up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I be having to sit back. You be fat facing me up in this motherfucker, bro. I be trying not to.
Fat facing.
Yeah, he be having me up in here like this.
Pause, no Diddy.
My shit be like that in the screen, bro. I was looking at the videos. I'm like, yo, why I'm up in here look like I got a bunch of squirrel nuts in my cheeks.
Pause.
Dude, come on. Yo, man.
He be on that pause.
I seen it. No, because I it's crazy. I recently seen like a montage of Damon Dash and all the times that he said pause, and it just got stuck in my head. Like he'd be like in the middle, like it'd be like a super deep conversation. He'd be like, yeah, man, so with the world that actually shapes around her, and then it touches it, and then it pause, and I'm like
bro, I'm not saying pause like that. Like, I don't get it.
Man, I touched
like my intentions ain't whatever causes for a pause. So I'm not pausing. I'm just gonna say it. Fuck that.
Let the chips fall where they fall.
Yeah. Pause. I don't want to pause.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Fuck that.
Hold on real quick. I'm trying to look for something.
Let me say this, guys, real quick. Y'all know I'm 2 hours behind y'all.
I know.
And I'm a 4 a.m. guy.
Oh, ahead. You're 2 hours ahead.
Yeah. And I'm a 4. Yeah. What I say behind. See, that's what happens this late. My brain didn't stop working.
You're supposed to say pause. You're supposed to say pause after that.
Man, look. I can't pause. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Let's go, Q. Let's go, Q. That's the Q. That's the Q to yo, nigga. What are you doing? I'm gonna say what Preach want to say to you. Q, hurry the fuck up.
Hey, yo, so that's the intro to creators, leaders, and sellers. And I got my boy P, and I got your boy Preach. You already know who we be. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
Who we be?
No Diddy.
Who we be?
Y'all don't be Diddy, I hope. Hey, like,
innocent until proven guilty.
Wait, hold on. I'm curious. Like, I want y'all to kind of like give me like a synopsis of y'all day, because I've noticed some things throughout the day, and I thought it was just kind of strange from the moment of waking up and seeing that bridge. And at first, my first thought was like, of course, that's not America. And then I seen more news come out, and I'm like, yo, that's the DMV. That's crazy. Then I actually see the footage of the bridge, and it's like the thing blow up. Like people driving like normal in the morning, and it boom blow up. And then some other things that was happening is like I was calling the hospital, and like they were having issues with their phone. I was calling another place. No, it was just ringing. Nobody was answering the phone today. It was just some odd things that was happening, like traffic, certain things. I was like, yo, this is an odd day. And then like me and my girl just started talking about infinite banking out of nowhere, and just like how all that stuff works, and trying to like I guess keep us away from the things that's happening in America, as far as like the pricing and everything going up. Like my old apartment, they sent me a renewal letter, and it's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and they want $2,900. I'm like, yo, most people don't even make $3,000 a month. I mean, this of course, this goes in the conversation of P being a seller. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that some of these people work on commission, and you preach, you know what I'm saying, actually speaking with these people that are still trying to get their life together in the midst of all these things that's happening in America. So if y'all can kind of give me like a synopsis of y'all day, if y'all noticed anything that was kind of like off or different, what's on your mind, or what's happening in y'all day?
Yo, listen, I didn't hear about the bridge until, I don't know, like the afternoon sometime, when I was talking to somebody, and they was like, yo, you hear about the bridge? I'm like, what? I'm like, what bridge? They're like, what? You didn't hear? Like they was, oh my God, you didn't hear about the bridge? It fell. The boat hit it, and da da da. I'm like, the boat hit the bridge and the bridge fell. I'm like, nah, I ain't hear about it. But by the way, and transition right back into what we was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, when I get up, man, bro, I don't listen to none of that, just because I don't want it to sway me either way, because there's nothing I could do anything about. You know what I mean? And my wife gets on me, and she be like, yo, you gotta watch the news, you gotta stay up on current stuff. I'm like, well, I got a lot, I'm busy, and it would affect me in a negative way. You know what I mean? So I try to just be intentional about what I watch, and it's definitely not the news, bro. I'm not even grabbing my phone probably for about the first hour and a half, 2 hours that I get up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And don't want news. So I just went about business as usual. Now, what I did do at the end of the day, I'm sitting over there and we're going over stuff. And I'm like, yo, everything's expensive now. We got to raise our doc fee. Our doc fee right now, $4.99. I'm like, yo, we need to put another, we're the cheapest in the state. We need to put another 150 on that, another $200 on the doc fee. We need to be $6.99 like everybody else, right? $6.50, something along them lines like everybody else. Why? Because everything is becoming more expensive on our end. So we got to pass that fee along like everybody else. So, bro, I'm so intentional right now about just paying attention to what it is I need to pay attention to without outside distraction. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not affected by the crap, honestly.
So one of the things that like I kind of learned from what you said and what you do, as far as not picking up your phone for the first like hour and a half of your day. One of my guys that I work with, Devin Banniston, he talks about like the GPS. Like our mind is a GPS. Like if he gives the example, like if we like if if you like dial a Uber in certain parts of your house, it might give you like a different pickup location, or you know what I'm saying? If you certain parts of your neighborhood, like whatever it is, like you can walk across the street, the dude will pick you up next block, and then if you cross the street, then he picks it with the right location type of thing. So like even with our mind, like if it's like a GPS system, like if we put in something, like it tends to like drive our day. So that's like a really dope thing that you decided it's a choice, because like these things are actually choices. You decided like, yo, within the first hour and a half of my day, I'm not gonna digest anything that's actually gonna be able to give me a direction to my day that I didn't even desire to have that direction of my day. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm actually having conversations about people. Like some people probably spent, if they actually calculated how much time they actually spoke about this event, and actually instead of actually working on their craft or their gift or their talent, or if they're an actually employee actually putting that time into actually, you know what I'm saying, being the best employee. I mean, some people might have 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours of conversation that was never intended for them to really have if they actually set boundaries. So that's actually really dope, P. What about you, Preach? Like, what are some things that you kind of like notice in your day, or how do you operate your beginning of your day?
Man, I wake up about 4 in the morning, and the first thing I do is I pray, but I'll turn on the news uh, just to see what the weather's gonna be like and things that's going on. I'm listening, but I'm not paying too much attention, and so I'm moving and getting my shoes, getting ready to head out to go exercise, walk, or whatever I'm gonna do. Once I hit that door outside, I'm like, P, the world shuts down.
Mm.
So for those 2 hours, I'm walking, them 8 to 10 miles, bro. It's just me and whatever I want to feed my brain that morning. And so that might be some inspirational word. It may be music, or it may not be anything. It's just me and the Father. So man, that first whatever you do in the morning, that routine, whatever that is, man, it shapes the day. And
Mm.
so when I got up this morning, I saw the news of the bridge. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what's happening. Cool. Pray about that situation. I don't let the news consume me because just like P said, man, it can be depressing. And if that's the first thing you're taking in the morning and you let it consume you, it can now shape the pattern for the rest of the day and that mindset. Remember, even, some people go to bed with the TV on. And with the TV on, no matter whatever it is they watching, remember, even while you sleep, the subconscious mind is taking in information, and the subconscious mind don't know what's real and what's fake.
Yeah.
And now, while you're sleeping, the subconscious mind is taking in all this stuff from what it's hearing, and now the dreams, your focus, and in the morning you may wake up and not even feel like you rested.
Yeah.
So I'm very conscious about my morning routine.
So this
Very
and this
conscious.
is and this is dope too, right? So just to put it in context for the people that are listening, and it's like, yo, why wouldn't you want to do this? Because that's what the combative, right? The combative always
Right.
do. Like, why would you do that? You got to do this for this and that. Well, I look at it like this, man. I can control my controllables. But if I
Mm.
don't know what my controllables are, then I can't control them. Now
Right.
other people's controllables control me,
Man.
right? So when I get up, I want to take that time so I can identify what are my controllables, what do I need to do, and then what are my controllables, and then now I want to be intentional about controlling my controllables, so then I don't go through my day emotional. You know what I'm saying? So every time you lose, if you think about it, man, you're only losing. It's only a loss when you're controlled by the emotions, but when you're following the plan and things don't work, you just got to make adjustments, right? You just got to pivot. But that's the reason why it's like, yo, get up, be quiet in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Get up before everybody else and get your focus. So your controllables are on your mind, and then you can be intentional about controlling them.
That's
Yeah.
and you know what, Pete? That's
Go ahead.
exactly the way I describe either you living life or you leading your life.
Mm.
If you getting up in the morning and you just living life, then you're letting everything on the outside control your day and your emotions.
Yep.
But when you lead in your life, you're gonna control what you can control. You're gonna plan what you can control and not let your emotions run your day.
Yeah, because I mean that's like if you know what location you was going to, and then somebody else ordered the Uber for you, and like you know what I'm saying, you just hopped in the boy. You like, I know I'm going to I know I want to go to the Empire State Building, but I just hopped in this Uber that somebody else ordered for me, and now I'm at I'm in Buffalo.
You're on somebody else roller coaster ride.
Bro, how did I get to Buffalo?
Somebody
Man.
ordered my plane ticket when I just went to VA, man. I had somebody order the plane ticket for me, right? So I get on the plane and I ain't paying no mind. I'm on the way up, I got aisle seat. I'm solid. On the way back, I'm like, yo, I'm looking. I'm like, I got a middle and a window.
Oh no.
And instantly, right? I'm telling you, the controllables, right? Instantly, I was like, yo, what the? And I said, oh, stop. You didn't give instructions. You didn't
Mm.
order it yourself. So it wasn't one of your controllables, but now you can control how you manage the situation. So being the sales guy that I am, right? I sat in the chair. I sat in the window with there was a couple. I sat
Mhm.
down by the window and I was like, oh, it's a little snug. Plant the seed, right? Because they was both little bodies. They plant the seed. I'm like, oh, it's a little snug. And I seen them look, and I looked back. I said, hey, once everybody sits down, I'm gonna see if I can find me an IU chair. And instantly she looked at her man, and was like, and she was like, hey, if you want, I can sit over there and you can have this chair. Would you do that for me? She was like, yeah, why not? I'm small. I fit over there fine. Oh, thank you. Boom. I ended up in the aisle chair. You see what I'm saying? And I did I ended up in the aisle chair both ways, right? So it worked out, but I had to control my controllable, which don't get mad because I didn't give the instructions right. So it was my fault. You know what I'm saying? So that was just another way, man, for me to control my emotions and not sit there and be pissed like, oh, I'm in the middle now. Next time I order my own stuff or give better instructions.
Facts. That leads me to want to ask you guys, what are some things that you got checked about this week? Like, because I mean, sometimes we may let emotions take over. Certain things may happen, and it may not be a specific person. I won't say it has to be your spouse or it has to be, you know what I'm saying, a homie. But if anybody in your life, if they checked you about a moment, and we can pretty much say this was like maybe a failure or something of that nature. Have any guys faced any of those moments this week? Because I got one that I want to share.
You go first then.
I literally said y'all go first.
No, why? Yeah, nah, man. Hey, you know what, man? We want to hear from you, Quan.
Yes.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. I'm in a good mood, bro. We too early into the episode.
No, hey, we need you like that, though. We need you on edge. You see. Listen, you see me and Breeze. We're laid back, man. Hey,
bro,
yo,
turn up. Did you see the? I shared with you guys in text message, and I wish I should have actually programmed it into the pad so we can actually share it with the audience as well. But I shared with you guys a message that I got from my guy Willie Moore Jr. that actually was like, you know what I'm saying, like, I hear you, I feel you. Kill everything. Tee off, my nigga. Tee off. But let me actually help your heart posture a little bit. So that was one of the things that actually, because I mean, I'm up at 5:45. I'm in the gym by 6. You know what I'm saying? And lately I've been on that Future and Metro Boomin, you know what I'm saying? So that just gives you a different mindset. We'll trust you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. So I mean, so you work out, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you feel like you making some gains, like your mind can kind of take you in a few different places, but that's not even a specific area that I actually wanted to share. That's one of the things that I kind of got checked about, but I don't think that was actually like a full check moment. It was just kind of like helping me out type of thing. And I appreciate those people in my life that actually take the time to actually do that, because I mean, time is valuable, time is limited, and if somebody give it to you, they can't take it back type of thing. But another moment came from one of my past clients, and he from New York. So he was like, he hit me up and he was like, hey, yo, Q, you know, I'm from the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up around battle rap and stuff like that. And like back in the day, you know what I'm saying, the old school battle rappers, like they'll pick out the weakest dude in the cipher or whatever, and that's who they attacking. You know what I'm saying? He's like, but these new school cats, like they not really going direct at people like that. Like they do this thing called subbing and stuff like that. And he was like, so like, I don't know, like kind of like what you like going through, or if there's some emotions, you know what I'm saying, that's like swarming around. But like, I feel like you like in your, not just in your content, but in some of the things that you're posting, because he's like, you can actually like work with somebody, and because you work with that person, you've generated eyeballs on you, and people know that what you're capable of and all these different things, and they know that you worked with this person before. So sometimes you gotta be a little bit cognizant of the eyeballs that you have on you type of thing, and then just adjust like what you're doing in regards to those subs. And then he was also like, and I also probably feel like you doing a lot of complaining. And lately I've been finding myself like complaining about like things like not 100% going my way type of thing. Like if I want something done, I want it specifically done this way at this time on my time type of thing. And then not allowing myself to actually be happy in the moments. And then it's actually causing frustration with other people around me. They like, yo, bro, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like you are you're used to be more enjoyable to be around. Like now it's like, bro, you nitpicking into everything. And it was like one of those moments where before that, I'm thinking, because I mean, sometimes I can, I guess, be selfish. And then I've learned ways to actually, I won't say battle against that because that's the wrong terminology, but to actually allow myself to actually fill my cup first. So I'm actually serving from the overflow and not serving from my cup. Because when we serve from our cup, that's when we tend to be a little bit more short tempered and things of that nature. And that's a whole nother conversation. But that really just checked me because initially my mindset is thinking like, yo, like I'm not telling people to do the wrong thing. So why are you not doing it the way I want you to do it as fast as I want you to do it? Because it's only going to benefit you. I'm like, it's benefiting you. It's not necessarily benefiting me type of thing. But then when I got that more perspective, and then when he kind of called me out as far as like, even like, am I one of the niggas that you subbing type of thing? Like, and then he also was like, don't always, he was like, people look at you to see what you're going to do when things are not going your way. You know what I'm saying? When you don't get that contract renewal, they like, all right, let me see what he gonna do. He had brought up a situation where he was like, remember when we were in New York and we had this event and then one person got up and then out of nowhere, he was like promoting his business and like his speaking business and stuff like that, like in the middle of my event. And you notice how like I kind of like laughed it off and stuff like that. And then after that, like I called him up for a hot seat and we found out all this information about it and I actually helped him. He was like, at that point, I actually acquired $1 billion client. Literally, this lady makes $1 billion. White lady. Like you would look at her and be like, what? In the storage space, crazy. Hold on the story. But he was like, the reason when she came to me afterwards and she was like, initially I was kind of like shaky about having you coach me and things like that. Not necessarily that you're a good or a bad person or anything of that nature. But when I saw you operate in the midst of when things weren't going your way and things were off and you actually operated in grace, bro, I automatically knew I was going to hire you. So like those two things was like, dang, I can feel away and not be away. So I can feel frustrated and feel angry, but then not let that leak into my being. And he was like, bro, you leaking all over the place. He like, bro, you leaking all over the place. You leaking in your comments, you leaking in your posts, you leaking in this, like you leaking. He like, stop leaking on people. So those is like some instances where he showed me like, yo, even if things don't go your way, you still operate in professionalism and grace, because that can be your seed that you sow that's going to open up a door that you never even expected. And then he was also like, yo, pay attention to your emotions and your feelings. Like, I know you're emotionally intelligent and all those things, but then really evaluate that and see if it's actually beneficial, not only to yourself, but to everybody around you, and just keep your name good type of thing. And that was like something that like really checked me, because it was good that actually, because it's dope when people actually ask you ahead of time, hey, are you open to receive this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, hey, yo, are you willing to accept this? Because some people you might just diff out information and the other person looking at you like, nigga, I ain't hearing that. Like, so he didn't want to waste his time, but then I think it also invited him to give me the real and the raw when I was like, yeah, I'm open to receive it. And I'm glad that I actually have you guys around in the mindset and the mentality to actually say, oh, you know what? You're actually right. And that was something that actually really checked me. So definitely wanted to share that with y'all.
Nah, listen, I listening to you, man, I promise you, bro. I told you last week, man, when somebody posted talking dirty on my name, and they've been since then. And I just saw my wife yesterday, like, yo, I'm pissed still. I was I don't really listen to music, right? But I was listening. A King Von song came on, and I was beating that King Von, and he said something. As soon as he said something, my face got tight. I started thinking about what dude posted, right? And I'm heated. I'm like, yo, like, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm feeling. And I'm like, yo, it's easy to go there. It's easy to address things and acknowledge people. Like, bro, I don't have a problem. I take all the smoke, right? But do I want the smoke? I don't. My alter ego does. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels like a complete violation. It goes against everything. But that's my emotions taking over. You see what I'm saying? And this is why it's important to control your controllables. I can control whether or not I respond to you. I can't control if you say something to me, right? Mm-hmm. Now, you're not going to put your hands on me. You're not even going to come in if I could reach you with a jab, you're going to catch it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I promise. But I'm not going to look for anything. I'm avoiding everything. Why? Because I have nothing to prove anymore. I don't need you to know, like, you got me in my feelings. Why? Because other people are going to think, man, if it don't go my way, what if he gets like that with me? You see what I'm saying? And that's not what I want to put out there. I want to put out there, bro, you can say whatever you want. I'm okay with it. That doesn't bother me. I got control over me now, right? 100% I control me. So when I heard you say that, I'm just like, ooh, yep. Okay, cool. You going through something. You facing this. Okay, cool. Shut up. You see what I'm saying? Shut up, control that. Go and put it out easy. Now, watch this though, because I did drop a video, and in the video, I was on my Jay-Z. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was saying what I wanted to say without saying what I wanted to say. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, that was way more creative. That was way more sly for me to do it that way, because why? The peons aren't going to pick it up. But the people that are going through something, they're going to grab it like, oh, that reminds me. Because I'm really talking to the people that can slip back into that mode. And I really want to tell you how to stay out of that mode, because it's not beneficial for nobody. You see what I'm saying? So I figured out how to be sly with it, hit them with the Jay-Z, and it's like, ooh, it's right over your head, but I got it out and I feel better. That was my therapy. My speaking is my therapy, bro. Your creativity needs to be your therapy. When you want to get at somebody, bro, go create something so hot that they gotta like it. Go create something so hot that they gotta share it. Go create something so hot that they want to work with you, and you get the power to say, nah, I'm good. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's the all win for me.
The only thing I like seeing is their numbers go down.
No, you want the numbers to go up, because again, you heard preach, your subconscious is in a world of its own.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Days.
But what I'm saying is, this is how we really got to start to be and talk to ourselves in a whole way. Like, yo, bro, I don't care what you did to me. You ain't put your hands on me. You ain't violate nobody in my immediate circle, bro. I want you to win. I hope everything works for you, and I sincerely mean that. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when I see you really win, I'm still coming for your neck. I'm not coming for your ankles and your knees. No, I want your neck. You see what I'm saying? Big difference, bro. Don't trip. Don't be mad, bro. Just go do you.
Go ahead, preach.
I was gonna say, man, just being conscious and just hearing what y'all say, man, is, man, don't let your gift take you somewhere your character can't keep you. And everybody's always talking about grinding, right? And everybody's grinding on their business and grinding, and I'm like, man, the grind is on your character. The gift takes care of itself. It's already been given. All you got to do is work the gift. The grind is making sure you as a person and your integrity and your morals stay intact in alignment with the gift. Because your character and your morals, if they're not in check, don't nobody want your gift.
Bro, you know how good my God is, though? Because lately, I'm just saying, lately, like, if I take the initiative and I show change, I end up getting messages like this, bro. Like, literally, hold on, let me see if I can pull it back, hold on, let me move my face, because it's probably grabbing my face. So it's like, I really appreciate you. You are very professional, bro. I'm so happy with you. A client, look what it say done before that. Done, paid.
That's the win.
That's the win. Yeah,
that's the win right there, baby. Hey, yo, do you know, man? And preach. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, let me ask you a question real quick, because my ego wants to say one person saw it and the other person did it. It ain't my fault. Like I don't know why. I'm just saying, because I'm like, one person think I'm subbing them, and I mean, in all honesty, I don't think I really was. But I mean, I'm always open for information and how to take it, because it's only gonna make me a better person.
Yeah, what does subbing mean, man?
What's subbing? What's subbing?
I don't know what that is, bro. What's subbing?
Honestly, I think it's just people in their own feelings, and they look at something and they internalize it, and them internalizing it, they see it as an act of war or defense.
So is that what subbing is? It's a shot?
Like, yeah, like it's not a direct shot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know who I'm aiming for, but I'm gonna hit his man's. You know what I'm saying? And let him know.
So it's subbing like substitute. I'm gonna substitute this person for that person, or
it's like
submarine. I'm gonna go beneath the radar to get what I want.
Because the torpedo goes mad different ways before it hits.
Here's a pop example. It's like Drake and J. Cole, and then you got Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Drake and J. Cole, they subbing. Oh, we the big three. Kendrick came out and said, forget the big three. It's big me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm letting y'all know I'm speaking directly to y'all. He like, yo, K9 with he like K with the 9, all the dogs go to heaven. Drake album called
So
All the
cubbing is
Dogs,
so subbing is an indirect shot.
an indirect shot. And
Gotcha.
I think sometimes it falls into a place where people have these, you know, like I don't know if you guys are ever like imaginary created beefs with people, like or just like think that certain things are against you to actually like fuel you. Like some people be like, "Yo, why everybody hating?" Nigga? And there's like nobody hating on that person. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? Type of thing. Like, I think sometimes people see the
People want attention, man. People want attention, and they'll create something that's not real just to get some attention, man. The true workers, man, you ain't worried about the noise. I'm working on what I'm working on, and I
look,
let y'all handle the noise. I'm gonna let my
look,
work speak for me. You know what I'm
because
saying? So if you
I didn't
talk,
post nothing
I ain't
bad, bro.
gonna even hear it.
I think this particular situation in person. I mean, we just got to be real about certain things that we go through working with clients and stuff like that. Because I want to hear your sales stories and I want to hear some of the things that you've done
Yeah.
when you actually working with individuals and how it actually panned out. But I think this particular person saw some achievements and advancements in what I was doing with other people, and they took that to offense because this particular person, while working with them, they didn't really grab a hold of why they were doing it, but they were just blessed to actually get the work and things of that nature. But they didn't really have a overall like why they were actually creating the breadcrumbs and things of that nature. They couldn't grasp it, and partially of that, I'll take the blame for that because I am the social strategist. I create all that. But when they start to see it work for other people, then it's like they might. I think he was actually taking that as a sub, like. Maybe when I post the stats of another client's YouTube page or things of that nature, but that's things that I commonly do. That's things that I actually did with that particular person when they things
Oh
were.
man,
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying now, man. That ain't even worth.
Hey, I look it. Let me tell you what I did. I chewed the bones and I spit out what I didn't. So I took what he said in regards to like me complaining in life because
Yeah.
I even had, you know what I'm saying, people that were close to me were like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What's going on type of thing. Like, just be happy. Like somebody just telling me, like my girl told me, yo, Q, just be happy, bro. Like, just be happy type of thing. So I take that and like, I'm digesting that. But I mean, but also I don't have such an ego where I'm edging God out where I don't hear from. I know when somebody has some type of relationship with God, like they're not feeding me information or something that's coming from I mean, they might be some of me giving me the information. I could take it like that, but I mean, I just take it as something that's good, bro.
Yeah.
Listen here, bro. Yeah, listen here, man. Let's have this conversation, bro. Let's get this shit off our chest. So
yeah, let's get it off, man.
This is the thing. This is the thing, bro. When if there's some things, right? So we saying subbing. I just told you, like I did a video and I wasn't attacking a person. I was attacking a quality of individuals, right? So if you have these qualities, you're gonna take it as if I'm talking directly to you. It's like watching news or you hear someone talking, you're like, yeah, I feel like they're talking directly to me because that is how you operate. So if I'm talking about an operating system, but I'm not saying which operating system, but this operating system has these traits, you're going to think I'm talking about that system, meaning that person. That has nothing to do with me, bro. If I'm doing what I normally do and you feel away, that's how you feel. My intentions are to post what I'm posting, to show what I'm doing, to create buzz that I help my clients to win. Now, if I had a client for some reason wasn't winning like this client, well, maybe this client got some content that they want to hear. Maybe I learned something new along the way. And before you got the chance to experience what I learned new, you decided to fly the coop. So now you feel away. That's not my fault. I'm learning something new every day. You see what I'm saying? You just got to say, yo, this is what I'm doing. This is my assignment. I'm attacking this assignment. And maybe this client, I do better with this client than this one. Okay, cool. We got better communication. What am I missing between me and you and me and this client? And if we can figure out what I'm missing, then we can do that same thing for you. If we can't, maybe I'm not the fit for you. If you feel like I took a shot, I don't know. Okay, cool. So be it. Now what? You see what I'm saying? Like that's like, so be it. You can't take that stuff personal, bro. Just keep moving, stay in your lane, do what you do, and let people who operate a way feel the way that they operate. That's all.
Man, all I keep hearing is what my grandma used to say: "Hit dogs holler."
Man, but
Oh,
I was gonna ask you, Preach, like, are
hit
there
dogs
some
holler.
people that you work with in the?
I'm
Are
just
there
talking
some people,
about what I'm talking about.
hey, I wanted to ask you, Preach, are there some people that you work with in the past that seen your actions after working with them and thought that you were subbing them?
Oh yeah, you know. However, man, I don't pay no attention because I'm I'm moving forward.
Mm,
You know, and maybe what you were doing, that's not what the people wanted to get from you. Help me understand. How does Arby stay in business?
bro,
yeah.
I think it's a drug cartel. They gotta be. They gotta. Hey,
They got a clientele.
They,
They
they gotta be storing money in there or something, bro.
Arby's is staying in
I ain't
business
never had
some
an
type
Arby
of way, right?
sandwich.
You see what I'm saying? So there are certain things, certain content that people want to hear from certain people.
Mm-hmm.
And there are certain things people want to hear from me. There are certain things they don't want to hear from me. And I'm fully aware of that. So when it comes to this type of platform, I'm fully aware of what people want to hear from me. And I just do that by looking at the analytics and the things I put out. And so that's what I focus on. If they don't want to hear this certain thing from me, I'm staying away from that on this platform, or I'm not gonna take it personal if I do put it out, it don't hit a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And then looking at the fact, man, what what other people like or subscribe to or whatnot, man, that ain't my business, man. Why are you doing what you're doing?
Mm.
Are you doing it for likes, follows, and all of that? Or are you doing it because you just want to put out content? And I'm more about the content than I am anything else.
Mhm.
And if you come to me and say, yo, Preach, hey man, talk about more of this right here. This is what the people want to hear. Then guess what I'm about to do? I'm finna go do the homework and I'm gonna put in that work. You
Mm.
see what I'm saying? So I don't get caught up in that because I ain't like no way. And I already know I'm not like because I do things differently. And I'm gonna speak my mind. Huh?
I think it's because I'm black.
Man, listen, boy. You say
Q, we didn't come all this. We didn't say all this for you to just say that, man. Come on. You could have said
I'm
that in the
just
beginning.
saying, I'm just saying, I'm probably not ever gonna get this contract again. It's because his wife is white.
Well, you know what?
was that a sub? Was that a
Yeah,
sub?
that was a sub. That
Direct
was a
shot.
sub.
If they watch
That
it,
was
they
a
know.
direct shot and a sub.
That was a pop. That was a shot.
Yeah,
Hootie-hoo!
yeah,
Something
yeah,
wrong with you, man. There's something wrong.
yeah.
I
But
tell
you
you,
know
man.
what though? Let me say this because this was on my mind. Man, I don't let this game change your heart.
Mm.
Because if you let this game change your heart, then the game is winning.
Yeah.
I don't let the game change my heart. And we all been in this for a minute. We all done had some wins. We done had some losses. We done had some issues. But man, I refuse to let this game change my heart.
Mm.
Yo, I realized something when I just went and did this event in Richmond, right? Since we're talking like content,
Mm-hmm.
I was my content, like you see, like there's mad times, Quan, you're like, yo, you just be jumping off abruptly. Like you don't even give a warning. You be like, boom, and
I
just
know,
gone.
right?
Like I don't get a video, a chance to do nothing. My personality and the way I grew up, I don't talk to everybody. I don't tell everybody what I'm doing. I don't want you touching all over me. I'm not gonna get out here and do some clown stuff. I'm gonna be me. If there's something that it's just naturally I do and it might be funny, cool. Why? I got jokes, right? But if we say, yo, let's get up and do the TikTok video and do all of this, and bro, that's not me. I'm not doing that. What I noticed is, and it's been happening forever, and I paid it no mind until I got to Virginia, bro. And I'm on stage and I'm talking to the room. It's not about the content for me to be like just do a video, but being in front of a room and letting them know, like, yo, y'all in front of the most selfish person you ever gonna be in front of, and I'm gonna make sure you benefit from my selfishness. Is that okay? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can be direct, I can be blunt, I can show my humor, everything, and I watch the room gravitate to me. And before I was so focused on still having a chip on my shoulder, yo, I don't, even though you're gravitating, I'm not even watching it because I don't want you to gravitate. I want to do what I do and I want to get out of here. Right. But I said, hold on, time out. Yo, break into another piece of you. Like, let me see you evolve, Pierre. So now I'm working the room and I'm talking and I'm having different conversations with different people that I normally wouldn't have done. I'd have been like, oh my God, like, yo, is this conversation almost over? Like, I'm done with this small talk, right? I want to go. And I wasn't doing that, bro. They gravitated to me, and I let the floodgates open, and I became vulnerable to the audience. And I noticed that my following jumped up, the engagement jumped up, right? There was so much that came from it. And I said, yo, that's it. Stop focusing on what you put out there. Don't worry about what they say or if they like it, if they don't like it. Yo, how many rooms can you get in and get on stage to get in front of the room and just do what you naturally do? You see what I'm saying? So that's my superpower, bro. That's my profit potential activity, is to take a stage in a room. And when I'm on that stage, I'm going to do me no matter what. And if you come after me, your comment's going to be, I got to follow that. Like, that's what's going to happen. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? And it could be cocky, it could be whatever. But yo, I really feel when I'm in that room and I'm on that stage, bro, there's nothing you could do with me. Because I'm lovable like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm lovable.
You
Q see me what I do in the room with it's like when I'm being played for the okie doke.
Well, I don't want to talk about that right now, but I do. You actually train these individuals. You go into the companies and actually have to work with individuals that have this type of mindset, that may be the person that's easily offended, that easily offends other people. And you actually break down their personalities, you know what I'm saying, through the strategies that you have. Like, how are you helping some of these people grow? And they're working in these Fortune 500 companies, and they're treating their staff and other individuals like they're taking offense to certain things so fast. Like, how are you helping these people work mentally?
Man, because I go in there with that mentality, like, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. I don't care who you are. I don't care your zip code. I don't care your suit. I don't care your bank account. Because you're a human being, I'm gonna find you.
I'm gonna
And
find you.
and that's that hood mentality that when you hungry, you gonna find you gonna find. And just like P just said, man, my goal is to come in there and I'm finna win this room.
Do people hate you for that? Because I mean, some people don't want to be found. Like,
and you know what?
If you came into my company and you telling me that I'm doing it wrong, how dare you? And you want me to pay you? Bro, how are you helping the ones that don't want to be found?
Watch this. Q. What's this right here? You see that smile? You can't tell that smile, no. You can't tell me, no.
Pause. Pause, no Diddy. Pause, no Diddy.
No, but man,
we figured out preach secret sauce.
Man, it's charm, baby.
The strategy.
It's charm. It's charm. I'm finna give you the candy.
Bro, is 80% of the people you work with are women or what?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? But when you said that, right? Like, yo, I'm gonna find you. Like, you're in the room. Yeah. That's that same piece I was going back to. When you say something, yo, you're going after like a character trait, right? Yeah. Think about this, man. You're really going after, when you got a big room, you're going after a character trait. And these are the people that start to say, yo, he's talking to me. So you just got to identify what are key things you can say to identify each trait, what expressions you're looking for to know, oh, I got you. Okay, boom, that's you. Yep. This is my feeler, right? And this is how I'm doing the room. Yo, some of y'all speakers out there, don't be stealing my shit, bro. Real talk, right? But I'm going in the room and I'm saying certain things. And when I'm saying it, I'm looking around. I'm like, okay, that's one. Yeah. Oh, 2, 3 on that one. All right, cool. Boom. Throw this other one out there. Okay, that's 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. I know I skip numbers. I'm just doing that, right? Don't think I can't count shit. Right. And I'm going to do that. And then once I got like 3 things, I'm like, cool. I got like 15 people. Let's go to work. And now I'm going
Yeah.
to work and I'm banging them topics. And when I bring them in, I'm going to
Pause.
bring some other people in, right, as a secondary line of audience, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, it's magical.
So like, is the way to transform, like really create transformation in the room, is like reverse psychology? Like, is the new way of doing that is to like suddenly abrupt, like change, like Priest says, like it's like the difference maker, like the interrupter. Like, is your goal to go in there disrupt it, so like you can identify like the people that are getting offended, and then you target them as far as the people that you choose to like
you know, my
change?
man.
Is it always changing the good people? Like, how does
No, it's changing everybody, right? However, what I have to do is build the tension in the room. I'm gonna put some tension out there to get your attention.
Bar. Say
I
that
hope
again,
they're listening to this one. These are gems right here.
bro. That's
Yeah. I'm put some tension in the room because I'm a win in the end.
Mm-hmm.
However, what keeps you locked in is how much trouble I'm gonna get into. How much tension can we build before you see how smooth I win? And that's my goal. I'm gonna fill this room, and whatever my intuition tell me to go and to start this thing off, that's the way we're gonna start it off. And I'm gonna find a way to build some tension. And I'm gonna find you while I'm building tension, because the tension plays on your emotions.
bro, that is genius. Like, this need to go viral, because that's what the world is doing. Like, if you think about the bridge and all this stuff, the
Right.
Diddy, it's a whole bunch of tension.
It's the tension.
And all they doing is keeping your attention.
That's it.
Oh.
If you think about the news, man, when the news come on, all they doing is one thing after another to build that tension. And then they'll throw a good story in there and shift the music to kind of lighten it up.
Bro, and Gary is dropping a book, Attention is the #1 commodity. Wow, bro. No, just that insight, bro. Just the tension gets the attention.
Right.
Bro. That's like
when I
start off my GPS.
Let me give you a quick example. This last event, 200 plus, right? Emotional intelligence. So I'm knowing my topic, emotional intelligence. I'm looking at my crowd, and okay, I'm gonna have to get their attention quick. So we lighten the mood, we do a quick exercise, and then I build tension. And the tension is, hey guys, my name's Paul Garrett. My friends call me Preach. We just did this exercise, da 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 da. I said, I remember that day I'm sitting on the edge of my bed, and I got a military edition, a military edition 45 in my mouth. I can still taste the metal. Automatically tension. I'm about to make you uncomfortable. Now that I have your attention, now let's build this thing called emotional intelligence and take you on this journey on how life and emotional intelligence work together. And for 12 hours, I took them on a journey. And when it ended, man, they safely landed. They was okay, but they learned something. And they learned how to control their emotions.
Wow. So P, like inside of a sales department, inside of a dealership, how are you using the same like understanding? Tension grabs attention. How are you walking people through that when you're trying to sell them something? Because I mean, you didn't sell.
I did street pharmaceuticals, bro. I did it all. Stop playing. I guess he was about to sub me. So watch this, bro. Yeah.
I feel the sub coming. Boy.
So listen, bro. It's the same concept, right?
We gonna call subs the Drake shots. We create new words around here. Them the Drake shots.
There you go.
Diddy.
Oh man, it's the
Drake shots.
boy. It's the thing. Something wrong with you, man.
Pop, bro.
Same concept, man. Right? It's disrupt.
Yeah.
Watch this. Disrupt. Once you disrupt, collect the data that your disruption caused.
Okay.
Dissect the data that you collected, and then go execute. So it's the same thing. Somebody wants to buy something, right? And you have this whole idea and this whole vision. I wanna disrupt the vision that you currently have of what you want to buy. Not because I don't want you to buy it, but I want my credibility. I want to put my thumbprint on it, right? Like, yo, whoa, you're looking at that? Yo, that's phenomenal. But you remember you said that you was looking for this. That's not going to do it for you. I know it's what you really want, but that's not going to do it. There's the disruption. What do you mean? Well, that model won't. But if you go up to this model, it will. Let me show it to you. Come on. And then I'm going to show it, and I'm like, see this, that, right? So now I disrupt you. I'm collecting the data on, what do you mean? And I'm watching your facial expression. When I'm saying collect the data, I'm watching your facial expressions. I'm watching your body language. I'm listening to your tone. Like, oh my God, I did all my research and it didn't say that to me. I know most people would never know unless you actually come in and talk to somebody. Let me show it to you, right? So I want to bring you in this, show you that it does this for you. And then I want you to get in this to see that you don't have that same option. All right, let's do it. And now we're going to go ahead. So now, because I disrupted, I'm collecting the data. I dissected the data. Now what I'm going to do is go execute on everything, because I know you really, really want this, but this one here is like 3-4 grand higher, maybe 10 grand, right? And that's why you didn't look at it. You thought you can get it all from this. So I'm going to walk you through the process, Brandon. I'm going to have you bump yourself by doing the same thing. Disrupt, dissect, right? Disrupt, collect, dissect, and execute. That's simple, bro. It's not hard.
And all disruption is
You never came home with a pack, huh? You was always empty-handed.
Hey, listen, I never had no work in the crib, bro. Promise you, never, ever.
Hey,
ever.
but like, I don't want to preach at Lisa's thought. What was you about to say?
I was about to say the disruption is demo in the room for reconstruction.
Yeah.
Explain.
I got to disrupt your way of thinking and your thought process, or whatever you even thought you believed. I got to disrupt that.
Non-confrontational.
Yeah, non-confrontational. And create space to fill you up with truth or whatever it is I'm trying to lead you to.
Yep.
That's it.
So when I go into a room, right?
Yeah.
When I go into that room and that disruption, I look at it. I look, just be the first thing. I'll be like, listen, everybody in here, 100% of the people have a vision. Am I right? Show of hands. And they put their hands up. Only 10% of the people have a plan. Is that correct? And everybody's looking like, oh.
Wow.
And then from this, so that's the disruption. I'm stopping you.
I love it.
Right? So now that I stopped you, I'm looking around. I'm like, hey, somebody share your vision. Boom, boom, boom. People putting their hands up because they don't know I'm going to say, what's the plan? So when I'm saying everybody share your vision, you get a few people put their hand up and they tell you, yeah, I want to do this. Great. What's the plan? Soon as they pause.
You busting people in their mouth, man.
Soon as they pause. Soon as you say, what's your plan? And they do this, all right, stop. You don't have one. Who's next? Right? You got to stop them.
You putting people on
put
blast.
that in the show notes, bro. Put that on the Patreon, bro. That's
the whole thing is, right? So now, but watch this. You go through and you're like, all right, stop, because you don't have one, and it's not a bad thing. It's okay. Somebody else here. Now everybody's hesitant. So I say, so it must be more than 10% that don't have a plan, because y'all are scared right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, somebody stop. And then you get somebody else and they tell you and they come up with, I'd be like, so did you just make that up, or you being honest? Like you got it written down somewhere? And they like, no, you have to do this, because this is how you wake them up.
That's disruption.
If you want to be an expert, right? You disrupt them to where they're like, oh my God, it's trash. I have nothing. And then you say, all right, cool, walk me through it. And they try to walk you like, nah, all right, cool. What if we did boom, 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 boom? And then at the end of that, we did some more work, and then boom, boom, boom. And oh my God, thank you so much. You meant, all right, no worries. We got a whole bunch more to learn. Are y'all ready to learn something? So now I watch everybody get nervous. So I know what room I'm in. I'm in a room of people that want to do something but don't know what the next move is. So they're constantly stuck on current self. So that's why I'm always saying the old you, the current you, and the new you. And I keep putting everybody into them current selves, right? And then letting them know how they're going extinct because they're in the current too long. Yo, bro, disrupt.
Bro.
Different.
That was
Wow.
worth a lot right there. That was
Man,
worth the whole podcast
I'm
right
in
there.
my head. I'm in my head like, hey, I'm about to
Yeah.
record him speaking just on that, and we gonna sell that. Like
Yeah,
that's
that
crazy.
part right
So,
there.
but because that's a whole training. Like bro, you
Yeah.
knocked me off a
Yeah,
few times.
I got that training too. Just
Yeah.
saying, put
Bro,
it out there.
don't
Yeah,
don't
it's
don't.
ready. It's ready to make some money.
Oh,
It's
okay.
ready. Yeah, it's ready.
Nobody told
Man,
me
and
about
you know what? And it's funny, Q. You have to know what's in the room.
it.
I know when I walk in a room, 12 to 15% of the people have considered suicide.
Wow.
So I know if I want to reach the room, I got to go there.
Mm.
I got to go there.
Yeah.
And there's a strategic way that we go there, and we do an intervention. And my
Wow.
plan is when I do an on the spot intervention, I'm speaking a strategy for the whole room.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm using the one person to speak to the whole room.
Ooh,
And
I
there's
hope
no
they
different
caught that
what P just said, man. We gonna call it out so we can deliver a strategy for the whole room.
Yeah, I hope they caught that, because that's so crucial. And just to take that one step further, the reason that preacher's doing it to find the one person and then make that be a whole stream of people is because more people have the same questions, the same feelings,
Oh,
and they're too afraid to speak up. So you just need one. That one becomes the link that connects the rest. Right. So
yep.
now you're talking to one and you reach everybody else. This is why words are powerful. And I better not, if I see somebody on stage speaking and use my strategy and they haven't used it, yo, there will be no sub. It will be a direct, like, yo, that's
It's
my
a
shit
direct
right there.
hit.
Oh,
It's a
man.
direct hit.
Bro,
I
I'm a
got,
cat.
I got a
I'm a
speaking
cat
engagement
Williams on
tomorrow.
that one.
So I'm glad you said
I
that.
got a speaking engagement tomorrow. I was planning on using just that. Dang, man.
Look, I'm glad you said that, P, because we know
Yeah.
people will take stuff and take it and they'll present it as
It's
if
like
it's theirs.
it's like
But
the
what I
comedian
realized,
Williams.
man,
You know what I'm saying? That's what they were talking about. Niggas taking my jokes. Like
what I realized though is they have
some
no
people still
substance
posting
to it.
content that I posted.
Quan,
Created.
shut your ass up over there.
I
I'm
know.
trying to hear something real. I'm trying to hear something real, bro.
I mean, all right.
Quan,
Let me
we
get
might, Quan,
wait. Hold
we might have.
on. Let me get a few things out. So
Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
definitely gonna create a soundtrack because when you said reasons, the first song popped in my head. Reasons.
Yeah, I think me and Preach need to get access to the mute button, because we're gonna be blacking you out sometime, bro.
I'm just saying. But then I also wanted to say this is 100% true. Put the camera on me. Thanks, cameraman. I appreciate that. Hey, I'm just saying. But
P,
no.
you closer to him than I am.
Hey, listen, he mess our audio up on this one, man. We got problems.
Hey, trust me. Don't nobody know where I live at, cuz. I'm out here. I'm out here somewhere. I'm out here somewhere protected by the military. Just know that. But anyway, for real though. But I wanted to say that I think I just stumbled upon an extreme cheat code, putting myself in the middle of y'all two. There's some key takeaways that I got here. Like, as far as a content creator, a content engineer, things that I actually now want to share. Definitely I don't even know if I want to share it. I think I need to have you guys come into my community and share these understandings, so then it can be breadcrumbs for them to discover what I think I just recently discovered. Like, now when it comes to content, I mean, not only are we going to create tension to keep their attention, but now I'm thinking about disruptors in these particular sectors, and that's just going to change the game. Like, if I can somehow create tension within the content for my clients and for the other people that I'm blessed to work with, but then also in the mix of styles with other people, somehow be a disruption and actually hit them with those hard-hitting questions, like the more and more that I'm actually letting this kind of like toil over in my head, it's like I think I got the cheat code when it comes to content creation, listening to how you preach, transfer people, and how you're actually taking it into a room of sales individuals and beyond, and just being an extreme disruptor, like so much so where it's creating a fence, but it's also pulling people in. And the journeys that you guys are taking these individuals on, that's all in the understanding and the explanation of content. Like that's all content is. That's all media is. It's a disruption. And I think sometimes, I mean, I know I've lost that because it's my responsibility to give my clients that type of understanding. Sometimes, since I am advanced, I am hoping that people have that type of dog in them where they know that they need to be a disruptor. But now I'm seeing that it's not my responsibility to make them that. It's my responsibility to say, hey, yo, here goes some content from Preach. Here goes some content from P. And you can actually get these skill sets, or you need to, you know what I'm saying, one-on-one training that boy, even if you think that you are at a whole nother level, because these two things, man, game changer for real.
I love it, man. I love it. Let me tell you, man, this stuff
Good
is
job,
fun
man.
to me, man.
Hey, yo, man, we got an event coming up live 2024. We're not showing the date yet. It will be announced.
What are the
Y'all are
people?
here.
And this
Y'all
go-
are hearing about it at the
this
same
time I'm
time
gonna
these
make-
two are. I don't know where we're gonna be at, but we're gonna be somewhere.
Hey.
Listen, we definitely hope to
Hey,
see
you
y'all
ever-
there. Hey,
you ever
stop
go to
cutting me off.
Hey, you ever? Hey, I appreciate that, cameraman. Cameraman got my back, bro.
Man, the cameraman is something.
Hey.
Hey, I'm just saying, man, 2024, I don't know where we're gonna be at, but we're gonna have a weekend mastermind. Yep, it's
Bro,
coming.
nobody
gonna be
listen
where
to
we
your
be.
mixtape. Ain't nobody listening to your mixtape.
Hey, yo, Preach, man. Me and you gonna hold a weekend master class. We ain't gonna have this. We ain't gonna let him know about it, man.
Ooh. I hope it's trash, nigga. I hope the audio is bad. I hope the video is bad.
It can't be worse than this podcast.
How do I end damn buttons? All right, Preach. It's just me, bro. We going like this.
Oh man, look, man.
P ain't even here. I'm gonna mute this nigga.
Look, man, I be so sleepy when I jump on here with y'all. Y'all wake me up, man. I love it.
Oh yeah. So just so the audience know, you know what I'm saying, we are all in 3 different locations. I'm definitely never invited Pierre to my house. So so we definitely in all 3 different locations, but one person in particular, my guy Preach, is actually 2 hours ahead of us. So I need y'all to like low-key give a round of applause in the comments, you know what I'm saying, for the sauce that he's giving you, and it's not feeling like it's the scraps. Like that's what I really appreciate. And now that I even think about it even more, is that sometimes we can pour so much, and if we're not filling our cup, that's how I know I feel that's something that you do very often, every day, because you can even come here 2 hours ahead of us and you're still pouring. It feels like you're still pouring from a full cup. You know what I'm saying? I know we all have our things that we, you know what I'm saying, that kind of allow us to fluctuate. I mean, we can even start our call like in a mental health space, even asking each other, yo, at a number 1 to 10, what number are we at? And how can we make that a 10? You know what I'm saying? We might even start add that segment into it so we can get past that, because that's good just for us as men to do that. And I suggest all men kind of ask themselves, you know what I'm saying, between the number 1 to 10 and what could make it a 10. You know what I'm saying? Asking, not saying, go ahead.
I was gonna say, man, you said something earlier, and you was like, hey, I'm gonna make sure I keep my cup full and I can feed everybody from the saucer, from the overflow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm pouring out of my cup daily. I'm pouring out because I want to die empty. I don't want to take nothing with me. And today is all I have. And so I'm going to give all I have. Watch this, because I do have a plan every day to get my cup back full. And so I have a self-growth plan, which is early in the morning, what we talked about. It's where I get my cup filled for that day. And I'm going to pour out everything I got, because I'm a firm believer. The more you give, the more you get. So if I don't empty my cup, then I can never get more fresh new stuff. If
Oh,
I don't get new coffee if I don't ever finish the coffee that's in there. Then the coffee is a day old, it's 2 days old, it's 3 days. No, I need something fresh.
You're gonna end up with moldy coffee. You're gonna end up with moldy coffee with some you like, yo, I'm gonna leave a half a cup every day and just refill it up. Yeah. Oh yeah, nah, that's
so
disgusting.
I'm pouring out every day. But it's because I got a plan though. I got a plan for it to be poured back into. And the more I do it, the more now I'm being stretched to receive more, because the more I'm pouring out. I can't give no more than what I have. So I gotta check this out. I gotta exercise my giving. I have to stretch my giving so he can give more and pour into me. And so that's what I do on a daily basis. So even though it's a certain time here where I am, and I'm a morning person, but for me to still have something in the tank at this time, that means I had to fill my cup up a little bit more this morning.
Yeah. Hey, yo, man.
Wait, hold on, P. I got
this is a masterclass.
Yeah, because I got a good question for both of y'all, because those two perspectives shook me. When you guys are dealing with individuals in the motivation space, you guys being motivators, inspirationals, and you have a perspective and you have another perspective that are directly aligned with each other, like, how are you balancing that? Because both perspectives are good. Like, I mean, both perspectives are neither good or bad to each other. I mean, like, you have people like Jay Shetty. Like, I mean, I've heard so much about this individual, but like, even though he may be like not that person, but the information is just so good. So like, it's always like something. So when you have two different perspectives that actually both help people, like this perspective can help somebody and this perspective can help somebody. How are you choosing? Like, what's? Because I mean, I love the first one and I love the second one.
So for me, it's real simple, right? When I'm talking to somebody, man, I believe everybody got the answer. They just don't believe enough in themselves to think that they can come up with the answer. So when I'm talking to somebody, it's not me wanting to put my belief or my thought process on you. It's me wanting to get you to finally buy into you. You know what I mean? So I just want to ask you questions, get you to talk. And as you're talking, I want to let you get it out. And then I want to point out how your whole expression changed when we got on this. But on this, you was messed up and you was feeling sad and you was boo-hooing, right? But over here, you're like, oh my God, and you're like that. I want to know how we get there. And I want to get you to say it all, bro. All I want to do is just wake it up. So whichever angle I see to be the best approach for this individual, that's the angle I'm going to take, because they already picked it with their excitement. Right. So I don't need to motivate you. I don't need to hype you up. I just need to find out what your hot buttons are. So after I disrupt you and I get my data, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dissect my data. And then once I dissect it all, right, I done collected it, dissected. Now I'm just going to go implement based on what you just did. It's nothing. I just know what I'm looking for. And I get to point it out to you so you can see it and you have that aha moment. And now you're looking at me like I'm a guru. And I ain't even did nothing, bro, other than wake you up. But that's okay. I'll send you the invoice anyway.
Man, that's sauce. Like, and I mean, I didn't want to say, but I was like, yo, P is really mean. Like, you an asshole, bro.
Nah, Preach told me, man, it's just where I come from. Part of all I want to do is help you. That's all I want to do.
That's it. Man, look.
I ain't listening to you, Quan.
No, look, I mean, man, I meant that as a compliment, though. Like, that's not a negative thing. Like, you have sometimes that's what you have to be to get people to the next level, and you're not doing it in a harsh way. I mean, it sounds harsh. Like, even when one of my degrees is in nutritional science, like, there was a part in the course where I was like, yo, this is extremely racist, because it was like Native Americans only eat this. Like, you gotta create the meal plan just for the Native Americans. You got to create the meal plan for the Mexican American. Like, this is what they eat. This is their traditional food. And I think Oh, come on, God. Bro, I think that's literally what you do. Like, and you go in the room and you're literally it's a disruption, but you're tail and it like when I was studying for nutrition, like I'm thinking that it's racist, but it's like this is what they need because this is what they eat. Like, and this is what's gonna give them nutrition, and this is what's gonna give them balance. Like, you can't give the Native American baked fried, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that a black American would eat, and then expect them to want to actually make a change in their kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like they not like you might use Goya seasoning and like you might tell somebody to use something different. They're gonna be like, bro, I'm not you like. So I think that's like a skill set, bro. It's amazing how you can actually still take something that might seem offensive and actually use it to help somebody. And I mean, sometimes being an asshole is a good thing. And I think that's like the winning formula for what you do. And I'm trying to actually say, all right, how can I actually put that not into my own content, but how can I actually have a client create that own skill, like that own skill set, that mindset to be like, I'm gonna give everybody the raw truth because I care about you so much. You know what I'm saying? I care about you so much that I'm willing to allow you to be upset with me. I'm willing to allow you to hate me in order for me, because some people are not. There are not a lot of people in the world that's gonna be a stand for somebody else and say, "Yo, I'm okay with you disliking me, but you still need to get better." So I mean, that's a win, bro.
Yo, man, we got to end there because a man's tired, bro. You're not being considerate. You're being black right now.
Bro, I'm working y'all niggas like slaves, bro. What are you talking about? Pause, no Diddy.
Yo, listen, man. Hey, listen.
Hey, yo.
2024, man. We got the whole retreat. It's coming. 2-day masterclass. It's gonna be crazy. Most likely end of the year. Bring you into that new year on some fire.
He really did.
Let me add some context to that too. You ready?
Yeah. Yep.
We need to know what type of mindset you have going into business. Is your business just a hobby with no strategies? Or do you have a sustenance practice, right? Where it's meant to be a primary revenue business, but you only making just enough money to take care of the business. Then next, do you have a plateau mentality?
Yo,
has the business made money and it's just hit a certain spot and it can't go no further? It's plateaued. But the place we want to take you is legacy. We want to take you to a place where your business takes care of itself and it created its own intellectual property and is now has its own book of business where you can plan an exit strategy where the business continues to take care of itself and take care of you. So we want to go from it just being a hobby to a legacy.
Yo, creators, sellers, leaders, I need y'all to mind y'all P's and Q's.
Boy, you said that with some conviction.
Let's go. Peace.